Google takes on GPT-4o with Project Astra, an AI agent that understands dynamics of the world. And Astra is actually a beer brand here in Germany. So that's the first thing that I think about. But yeah, Google really had major announcements, and this was pretty cool. So let's just look at this video here, and then we'll talk about that and also compare that to what OpenAI showed off. Now, this here is interesting that they write each part was captured in a single take in real time, because as we know, the last time Google made announcements, they had edited videos and it wasn't real time, which caused a huge shitstorm. And now they make sure to let everybody know, no, this is real time. So good. This is real time.
Okay, let's do some tests. Tell me when you see something that makes sound.
I see a speaker, which makes sound.
What is that part of the speaker called?
So I like how you immediately can draw here in the video or circle something, make an arrow, and then ask a question about that. That's pretty cool.
That is the tweeter. It produces high-frequency sounds.
Give me a creative alliteration about these.
We don't need all of that.
What does that part of the code do?
This code defines encryption and decryption functions. It seems to use AES-CBC encryption to encode and decode data based on a key and an initialization vector, IV.
That's right. What neighborhood do you think I'm in?
This appears to be the King's Cross
Now, this is pretty cool.
area of London. It is known for its railway station and transportation connections.
It can see the neighborhood from the picture there. I don't know if that works via Google search. Probably it would be something like that. I don't think the Google AI is fed on a quadrillion pictures from the world. So my guess would be this works via a quick Google search and image comparison, I guess.
Do you remember where you saw my glasses?
Yes, I do. Your glasses were on the desk near a red apple.
And there they are. And this is pretty amazing. And this shows us that Google here uses actually video. So the chatbot Astra sees the video the whole time in real time, and you can ask questions, and it even remembers things about the video, and you can go back. If you have seen the OpenAI presentation with GPT-4o and what they did with the video, I talked about it in the news update that I made. But you see how he shows the table for a split second before he points the phone to his face, and then ChatGPT sees his face. But ChatGPT still refers to the table and says, hey, I think I'm seeing a wooden surface. So that tells me that OpenAI doesn't see the video in real time, but rather takes a screenshot. And then when you ask another question, takes another screenshot. So Google is definitely in front here with seeing the video in real time, something that OpenAI doesn't seem to do. But Google is way further away from putting this actually out for everyday use. So you cannot use this right now, and you cannot really use this in the foreseeable future. OpenAI is probably closer to that, but still pretty cool what they got going here. So here, that said, as GPT-4o begins to roll out over the coming weeks for ChatGPT Plus subscribers, Google appears to be moving a tad slower. The company is still working on Astra and has not shared when its full-fledged AI agent will be launched. Right, so we don't have a date yet. For GPT-4o, it rolls out over the next coming weeks, and the coolest thing is that it rolls out for free for everyone for GPT-4o. Good. Google had made significant advancements in reasoning across multi-model inputs. Getting the response time of the agents down to the human conversational level was a difficult engineering challenge. And this is interesting because how Google is approaching this model is they have their text model, they have their vision model, they have their speech model, and then they have multi-model inputs, right, that they use. For OpenAI, however, and I think it's this here, OpenAI is not using multi-models for GPT-4o. Instead, the company trains the model end-to-end across text, vision, and audio, enabling it to process all inputs and outputs and deliver responses with an average of 320 milliseconds, which is, of course, very, very fast. And the difference here is that they don't have a model here, a model there, and a model there. No, they only have trained one model on all of that, which makes for much faster interoperability, which also seems like the much better way to do and go about things. Right. So yeah, users will also be able to interrupt Gemini during the dialogues, much like what OpenAI is doing with ChatGPT. So this is also pretty cool. Instead of listening to the AI talk and talk and talk and talk, you can just interrupt them when you got the information you needed, or when you know, hey, I don't need this information, let's talk about something else. You can just talk over them, and then they will answer the next thing that you want to talk about, which is pretty cool. All right, let's move further because Google really made a lot of announcements here. So let's go here. Google introduces Imagen 3, its highest quality text-to-image model available in private preview. So it's only in private preview available. We all know very great image generators like Midjourney, for example. But let's look at this one. Imagen 3 is more photorealistic with richer details and fewer visual artifacts or distorted images. It understands prompts written the way people write it. The more creative and detailed you are, the better. We'll look at that. And Imagen 3 remembers to incorporate small details in longer prompts, which just would be a pretty cool feature. This is actually true because, for example, Midjourney cannot do this at all. DALL-E 3 can do this, but DALL-E 3 is not necessarily photorealistic. Good. So yeah, this is all we want to look at here. What we really want to look at here now are examples of Imagen 3. So let's go there. There it is. Right, as you can see here, so here are a few images, and here are the examples with prompts down below. Now, this looks pretty cool, pretty photorealistic. There are a few minor things where you see, this is not quite right. Here, for example, I don't believe this is how a balloon actually looks like, a hot air balloon, or also here. But yeah, just minor inaccuracies. Here, it didn't follow the prompt quite accurately. The prompt says it wants to see shadows on the rooftop buildings. You don't see shadows. Instead, you see one right in front. So yeah, not that great. Let's move on here. This one is pretty good because here you can see the prompt adherence. Here, the weathered wooden MacBot, yes, covered with flowering vines, stand peacefully in a field of tall wildflowers, yes. With a small blue bird resting on its outstretched hand, yes. Digital cartoon and a few other specifications, but yes, here you can see that it pretty beautifully follows the prompt that was given. Now, we don't really can do that great in Midjourney, even though Midjourney has gotten better with that. And DALL-E 3 also is quite good with that, but not as photorealistic. So when it comes to photorealism, I would say it's okay. Now, this one looks pretty good, but generally nothing groundbreaking. The really cool thing is the prompt adherence, but yeah, I would say it's okay, but also not as great as they made it out to be. So yeah, Imagen 3, for sure, a nice thing to play around with, but not necessarily groundbreaking. Now, what is pretty cool as well is the other announcement, and there were really a plethora of announcements from Google, is this here. Google takes on OpenAI's Sora with stunning new generative AI video model Veo. Now, this is pretty cool because Sora needs a competitor, and Veo, you can already sign up for the waitlist of Veo. You cannot do that for Sora yet, but for Veo, you can sign up for the waitlist. I unfortunately cannot because it's not available in Germany. Shame on my country and shame on Google, shame on everybody, because I want to sign up for this, but you probably can. So yeah, for that, you just need to go to the waitlist and find out if you can. So yeah, a generative AI video model capable of creating high quality 180p clips that can go beyond 60 seconds. Now, great for that information, right? beyond 60 seconds. Oh, cool. Thank you. What does that mean? Does that mean 61 seconds? Does that mean 3 minutes? Does that mean 3 hours? I have no idea. Like beyond 60 seconds, what kind of statement is this? Kind of pisses me off. It's just like because Sora can create 60 seconds, so they want to make sure, no, we can create beyond 60 seconds, but it's a bit ridiculous. Because freaking tell me how long? 90 seconds? 1 minute? Well, 1 minute would be 60 seconds, so that was kind of idiotic for me. But yeah, 5 minutes, 1 hour, just tell me how long, man. Right, let's look at this. I don't think this is so groundbreaking or interesting. What we have seen from Sora looked much better. It still doesn't look bad, right? It's still cool. I have the abstract car driving here, and here after a while it comes into the tunnel, and after that it goes into a realistic car driving, which also looks pretty cool, kind of realistic. So yeah, it's good, but I wouldn't say it's as good as what we've seen from Sora. But yeah, Sora, of course, was hand-picked. Well, I guess Google is probably hand-picked as well. Yeah, here you can read through the prompt. We don't need to read that. Here we can also see jellyfish. This looks kind of cool as well. But still, I would say what we have seen from Sora was quite a bit better than what we see here from what was it? What was the name? Vero? Yeah, Veo. What we've seen from Veo yet. I guess Vero is an Instagram alternative. Yeah, I mean, not bad. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I would have loved a few more videos longer than 8 seconds here. All of them are 8 seconds. So I guess the longest video we have is this one, and this one is about 1 minute and 4 seconds. So 64 seconds. Well, that's longer than 60 seconds, I guess. But yeah, I still would like to know what does that mean now. Is 64 seconds the maximum? Oh, great. Give me a time. Give me a number, a concrete number, and not longer than 60 seconds. Veo can easily quickly make high-quality edits to AI-generated videos or a user's uploaded clips, which is also pretty cool. So this is actually really, really cool. So you can just upload your video, your AI video, whatever, and then you can tell Veo, hey, edit this and that. So when give both an input video and editing command, like adding kayaks to an aerial shot of a coastline, Veo can apply this command to the initial video and create a new video, new edited video. So you have a coastline, and then you say, hey, I want kayaks in there, and then Veo edits kayaks in there, and things like that. And I think this is pretty cool. And this is a pretty cool feature, and I don't think Sora can do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Sora can do that. Another announcement on things that they have shown off quite a little bit with a few things is how they start to incorporate AI agents. Right? They start to incorporate AI agents more, where you tell an AI agent, hey, please do this task for me. For example, give back these boots, right? And then he gets a receipt from the boots and gives them back. Things like that, or book an appointment for me. This is exactly what Fetch AI is doing, right? Fetch AI, so the ASI Alliance, basically, which is what we are seeing from them. So it's kind of cool that multiple companies, OpenAI also to some degree, are going more into this direction of implementing agents, where you can tell an AI, hey, do this complex task for me. And then the agent does the task for you and asks, hey, should I proceed? And you say yes. But I want to mention that this is exactly what Fetch AI is doing.